his first ever non-LeBron shoe. Before LeBron's brand was created with Nike, he wore.
This is not a LeBron shoe?
Now it's a LeBron shoe. What's up, everybody? Diamond Brothers here. Today we're going to talk about basketball shoes where game meets style right here on our YouTube channel. Let's get it.
Support by Charlie Mobile, the fun network where you and your friends stay connected.
Welcome back to the channel where ball is life. Let's talk about the sneakers that get us there. I'm G Money, and as always, my man Amigo is behind the camera. Today we have the LeBron Next Gen Amped Up. Traction and tech. Let's talk about the traction and tech on the Nike LeBron Next Gen Amp. So the traction pattern is pretty interesting, amigo. From the heel all the way to the forefoot, it's a traction pattern like no other. It is the map of the city of Akron. That's LeBron's hometown. And although that's very unique, it does a hell of a job on the court. It's a great performer. Doesn't let up in either direction, dusty setting or clean court setting, of course. It does really, really well. I think they've done an awesome job for this shoe and the traction.
Is the X where his house is?
I don't know, that would be interesting. I think that would be pretty cool if that was an Easter egg. I think we got to find out, but that's an awesome idea. Tech-wise, they made it kind of simple for us, amigo. They gave us a tech card. We haven't seen these in our reviews yet, but I hope we start seeing them. It helps us out. So tech-wise, they have a shank inside the middle of the foam, midfoot shank. Pretty small. It's a plastic one. They have a zoom unit in the forefoot. They have a zoom unit in the heel. So that makes this ride really comfortable. It's great for big guys, great for even smaller guys, because this is pretty low profile. It's not too high up off the ground, so anyone can really play in it and be comfortable. And the shank provides good stability, so when you're twisting and turning and moving and cutting, this shoe stays with you without you rolling your ankle over. It's an awesome shoe, great tech, awesome traction. All right, amigo, it's traction test time. Just as I thought.
Sticky.
Cushion and fit. Let's talk about the cushion on the LeBron Next Gen first, and then we'll get into the fit. So the cushion, as every LeBron has been historically, is very, very comfortable. He prefers a comfortable ride, and this does not let down. Big zoom airbag in the front, nice big one in the back. So if you land on your heel, if you land on your forefoot, you're covered. And the foam they use is a nice one. Firm, plush, but yet bouncy. I think they did an awesome job with the cushion. Inside the ankle, they also have a padded ankle collar. Now it's kind of clumpy, and they used a similar foam in here that they have in the higher end LeBron, which is like LeBron 20 and LeBron 21. It's almost got like a spherical opening inside of the foam to provide more breathability. I thought that was awesome because when you sweat, the foam stays firm, it doesn't get soft. So that was cool. And then the cushion here in the tongue is also good for your ankles. So if you tie down tight, it doesn't hurt your feet or the top of your foot. They did a good job with that. Fit wise, I say stay true to size. Your normal size, you don't need to size up or size down. These are pretty much readily available at your local store in different colorways. This happens to be a special colorway for me, and we'll talk about that. But fit wise, try them on in store, stay true to size. I think you'll really enjoy them. And the laces really provide a one-to-one fit. nice and tight lockdown. Break them in a couple of times. If you get this colorway, if you get another colorway, the break-in is minimal. So awesome shoe, great comfort, great fit. Materials and style. Let's start with the materials and the style on the LeBron Next Gen Amp. So style-wise, let's get into that. This is one of the most iconic LeBron shoes, and this colorway is the main reason I really went for these. This is his first game colorway. They took literally the first shoe of the first game that LeBron played in. It was a Nike Zoom Generation 1. And they took that entire colorway and the styling behind it and put it into a modernized LeBron shoe. And I thought that was amazing. When I first saw that they were coming out, I knew I had to have them. LeBron was an influential player for me growing up playing basketball, very hyped up, and he has not disappointed. So style, off the charts. I think this is one of the best looking shoes that Nike has put out. And in my opinion, this one is here to stay.
Gives me Jordan vibes.
Yeah, the black and the red, you know, there's always the Jordan ghost for LeBron in the background. So he knows he's there and Jordan knows he's there. So this probably pays homage to him. But let's get into materials, amigo. The materials they use, I wish they used better materials, but I understand why they didn't. They use like this fake leather here. Looks like real leather, but it's not. It's pretty cheap. They use some, pretty cheap material in the heel here. And the tongue actually feels kind of premium. It's very odd. The upper in general feels cheap, but the tongue feels good. The leather here that they use on the tongue, and then this little suede feeling up top is nice. Amigo, you see the holes here in the tongue? Mm-hmm. So that's like provides good ventilation. Still, it's a cheaper foam, and it looks like they use that same ventilation material here inside the ankle. They just layered it thicker, and I guess it's better form fitting because it definitely helps, and I like that addition to this. So materials on the cheaper side, style one of a kind. That's on the LeBron Next Gen Amped Up in the first game colorway. Alright, amigo, you love those Easter eggs, and this shoe's got a bunch of them. Let's talk about that.
Yes, please.
So the LeBron Next Gen Amped Up in the first game colorway is a giant Easter egg. This style pays homage to his first game. He played his first game in the Nike Zoom Generation 1, which was a heavy, bulky, premium shoe that they made and reformed into this lightweight shoe. So that's the first Easter egg, amigo. I think we're gonna end with the traction because we found something really cool with that, amigo. But let's talk about everything else really quick. The heel shows first game, so you know when you buy him that this is relating to his first game. And then the inside of the shoe, you see that, amigo?
I see it.
It shows the date of his first game. That's October 29th, 2003. Big day for the NBA, big day for a lot of ballers, big day for this shoe and for LeBron James' brand and career. And then here on the tongue, again, they have a LeBron signature, a little Nike logo. This tongue is pretty much identical to the Zoom Generation 1, and they did their best to try to copy it and keep the shoe lightweight. The last thing is here on the upper is this little, eyelets. It has LeBron's King logo on it. They didn't have it, of course, in the first Zoom Generation, but they've modernized it and kept his logo on here. So, and then the Nike swoosh. So that little red swoosh you see here, amigo, that is directly from the Zoom Generation 1. They had a smaller swoosh in red with a black backing. They brought it back here, which is cool. And then the thing that you discover, amigo, is the map on the bottom. We talked about the traction pattern having the city of Akron on it. So what did we do? We tried to figure out what exactly is happening here on the map and if it has any meaning to it. So the X, it does mark a spot, and Amigo was right. We talked about it. That is a pretty significant thing. That is LeBron James Museum. I think it's his home because when you look it up, it's got everything LeBron, his old shoes, his new shoes, his high school memories, his Cleveland memories. So if you want to go to the LeBron James Museum, take your shoes with you, pull out the map, it's right underneath your feet, and you can locate it. But I thought that was an amazing Easter egg. People don't talk about that, but we got curious and we found out.
Absolutely sick.
Court feel. Let's talk about my experience playing in the LeBron Next Gen AMP in the first game colorway. So I have an amazing experience playing in these. I played in these and the standard Next Gen, which have a cheaper, lighter upper. I recommend this shoe pretty much to a lot of players when I play with them and they ask me, hey, you know, what's a good shoe for me? I pretty much all the time give this one as an option. Great traction, great tech, great cushion. It's really good for any position really, 1 through 5, point guard, shooting guard, wing player, big man, power forward. It does it all because it's got a lot of the features covered that all the players like. So my experience with this has been awesome. I stayed true to size. The lockdown is great. There's not even that much break-in needed, and I think that's amazing. You could take these outdoors, indoors, dirty courts, clean courts. In any setting, these actually perform really, really well. The one downside to it is they give you a really bad insole. Kind of looks cool, but it gives you no support. If you want to take this shoe to the next level, you can add your own insole, or you can get away playing in these. It's not as bad as what Nike offers, but it's not as good as what you can buy on aftermarket. So all in all, amazing experience in these shoes. I do recommend them a lot. I'd say if you're looking for a pair, go try these out. Alright guys, it's time for our diamond rating on the LeBron Next Gen AMP in the first game colorway. So we talked about the traction and tech, how it has the map of Akron with his home court museum right in the center, and how that traction is actually pretty good. It's not the best, but it does the job well on any surface. I've played hours of basketball on these and they've done well. We talked about the tech, how there's a shank plate where that X is. Pretty small midfoot shank to help you with some torsional support. And we talked about the tech, the zoom unit in the front and in the rear. And then we talked about cushion and fit. So how the foam here they use really well, accompanied by the zoom airbags in both the front and the back. Give it a great ride. And then the cushion here in the ankle collar and with the tongue also provide an amazing amount of comfort. The fit, stay true to size. You don't need to size up or size down. This shoe is available anywhere actually. There's great prices on them. Very underrated shoe. Stay true to size. And then we talked about materials and style. The first game colorway looks amazing. Really, really good. The materials they use are cheap, and they use cheap materials not because they had to. They want to stay true to the shoe and make it lightweight, and they did. It doesn't get crazy hot. The materials are light. You can feel bouncy and really move freely in this shoe. And then we talked about my personal experience on court. I personally love this shoe. I think it's a great performer. You can pick it up in many different colorways, different material options on the upper. If you want even lighter shoe, go the one that's a mesh upper, not a leather upper. It's a great shoe. Try it out. It's awesome. So all in all, underrated shoe. I think there's things it could do better though. We're going to give this an 8.75 out of 10 diamonds. So lace up, comment, hit like and subscribe, and come ball with us. It's more than a game, it's a way of life. Thanks, see you on the next one. Peace.